Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we'll be going over who I think is going to win the Stanley Cup for 2024-2025 season and my prediction for the Stanley Cup of who the Western Conference Final is going to be and the Eastern Conference Final is going to be between the two teams facing off this year. Let's get into it. We're going to go with the Eastern Conference. And the Eastern Conference, we're going to go with number 1, the New York Rangers. Number 2, the Carolina Hurricanes. Number 3, the Florida Panthers. Number 4, the New York Islanders. Number 5, we're going to go with Toronto Maple Leafs. Number 6, we're going to go with the New Jersey Devils. Number 7, I think is going to be this year the Ottawa Senators. Final team that's going to squeeze into number 8 is going to be between, I think, 3 teams that are going to be fighting off. And I think the final 3 teams that are going to be facing off for the last spot are going to be either the Montreal Canadiens, the Pittsburgh Penguins, or the Detroit Red Wings. I think the Detroit Red Wings might just squeeze into the playoffs this year. That's my prediction for the Eastern Conference. Now let's get into the Western Conference. And now in the Western Conference, we're going to go with the Edmonton Oilers with Connor McDavid. Number 2, the Dallas Stars. Number 3, we're going to go with the Winnipeg Jets. Number 4, we're going to go with the Colorado Avalanche. Number 5, we're going to go with the Vancouver Canucks. Number 6, we're going to go with the Nashville Predators, because this year they signed Steven Stamkos from Tampa Bay, signed to Nashville Predators, and I think that this year Nashville is going to be a dark horse team.
Nashville Monday with all the signings. Stamkos getting 4 years, $32 million to move to the 615. The 16-year vet coming off an 81-point season with the Lightning, which ended in a first-round loss to the Panthers. Now, Stamkos has been the captain of the Lightning since 2014, and he took to social media to address the Lightning faithful, posting, quote, "Thank you, Tampa. I don't have words yet. I will soon, though. Still too early to process. Just wanted everyone to know how thankful we are for 16 years as a Bolt. My family and I are excited for the next chapter." He then had this to say about signing with his new squad.
Listen, we wanted it to end and retire as a Tampa Bay Lightning. It certainly didn't work out, but at the end of the day, in order to look yourself in the mirror, you have to just be honest with yourself, know your self-worth, know what loyalty and respect means to you, and move on. And that's why it's been so exciting for our family. Once we kind of got over that hump, we kind of zeroed in on a few teams, with Nashville being very high on that list, and just the mutual interest from day one, how aggressive they were, how accommodating they were in terms of any questions or concerns, and it just seemed like a natural fit, and we're so excited.
Got Steven Stamkos, who is a proven 30-35 goal scorer each season, so Nashville is going to be crazy this year. At number 6 is Nashville. Number 7 is the LA Kings. Number 8, I think the Vegas Golden Knights are going to squeeze into the playoff position at number 8. And ladies and gentlemen, we also have a new team this year called the Utah Hockey Club. That's right. The Utah Hockey Club is a team obviously in Utah, but their hockey team name is the Utah Hockey Team. They couldn't come up with a name, like how we have the Vancouver Canucks, the Calgary Flames, the Detroit Red Wings, San Jose Sharks even, but the Utah Hockey Club is their team name. Now, maybe you guys can comment below and come up with a team name who you guys think that Utah Hockey Club should name their team after. But
with a new hockey team on its way, it means reaching a whole new fan base.
Super excited. Utah's needed another pro team here, especially over the last couple years. Now that we got one, it's going to be ready to pop.
Especially because people are already asking to buy stuff.
Yeah, I'm already looking for stuff, getting asked daily for the new hockey team, and
the majority of what he sells is local.
A lot of Bs, a lot of Utah, a lot of BYU, definitely a lot of Jazz too.
Question:
Do you think that there's a market for hockey here in Utah?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, especially, the Knights being, somewhat close to. We got a lot of Golden Knight fans here. They've been diehard fans since day one.
One of the advantages of this team moving to Utah is that it's a new team, it's a new audience, it's new merchandise sales.
David Berry is a sports economist at Southern Utah University.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a time that everyone's been waiting for. It's time for me to predict who I think is going to win the Stanley Cup for the 24-25 season this year. And my two teams that I think are going to be facing off this year are going to be the New York Rangers from the East Coast, and the Western Conference is going to be the Edmonton Oilers against the New York Rangers in the finals this year. And my prediction to win the Stanley Cup this year is going to be the Edmonton Oilers are gonna finally win the Stanley Cup. McDavid leading the way and him becoming MVP of the playoffs. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Edmonton Oilers will win the Stanley Cup this year, led by McDavid and him becoming MVP of the playoffs. Let's go. Now, if you guys don't know, one more thing, that McDavid's contract expires the end of next year. So he has this year to play out the final year of his contract. If McDavid wins the Stanley Cup and becomes the MVP of the playoffs, he will go into his signing season with a Stanley Cup and becoming MVP of the playoffs. He will sign the biggest contract in the NHL history of $20 million per year next season with the Edmonton Oilers. Because this year they signed Leon Draisaitl and he gets paid $14 million, making him the highest paid player in the league. He could have got more money, but he left some money on the table so McDavid can sign an 8-year contract at $20 million and they can win way more Stanley Cups. So that means after winning one Stanley Cup this year, get ready to probably win 2-3 with Edmonton. Not in a row, but and not back to back, but maybe down the road they'll win another one and another one. But that's my prediction for this year's Stanley Cup. Is going to be the Edmonton Oilers led by McDavid. Let me know in the comments below of who you guys think is going to win the Stanley Cup. Just like always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below.